Okay, so I presume we are now live, which we are. Welcome everybody. If you've never seen me before, I don't know who I am. I am Thebpg13, also known as Viper. Welcome to Driver 2, a game that has been in UKSG once before, many years ago. And it was basically showing off the full any percent category, which was basically completing the entire game. So there's 4 cities. I think there's about 25 to 30 missions altogether in the game. However, you're seeing a brand new category, which, I say brand new, it's been around for a good few months, about just before Christmas. And you get to see how broken a little trick makes this game. So I'll get straight into it and we'll go from there. So if we're ready on time, I'll count down. Actually, just make sure that the cop difficulty is on easy. Yes, it is, thank God, because I've made the mistake of that before. Okay, right, so I'll count you down from 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Okay.
Good luck.
So, to explain any percent, now this is being run on a console, so it's going to be interesting to see how a game like Driver 2 is completed in 35 minutes. Now, I will say this run can either go extremely bad or extremely well, so it's going to be a bit of a mix. So the first things first. The game starts off exactly as you expect it to. You get the first mission, which is called Surveillance Tip-Off. It's in Chicago. Our pal Jones, he's telling us that we need to get our backside to see this witness who's apparently got some information, but it's not really going to matter too much. So, this first mission's a bit of a fun one because it involves us getting in the car for the first time ever. We actually need to get in the car and we're going to drive and meet up with Jones. Now, first thing I want to start off by mentioning, this game was made for the PS1. However, it was a case of they've crammed a lot of stuff. Now, this is a 2-disc game, so we'll have to swap around and we'll have to change discs straight away after this mission, and you'll see why. So, the thing is, this game was made back in 2000, and Infogrames and Reflections and the creators of Driver, when they made this sequel, they did not consider the fact that if you cram 2 CD-ROMs full to the brim with content, and go all out with graphics, which back then were supposed to be quite good, as you can see they are very graphically pleasing. Also, it's fine if I hit a few trees, that's fine. I mean, traffic always gets in the way. Never mind. Okay, so, excluding that little incident. So, because they've crammed the 2 discs that full of stuff, it basically means that the frame rate is going to cut down a fair bit. So you'll notice that for a start, the game will keep slowing down and lagging in places. Again, this is down to the physics of the game. The original actually had the same problem. So we use first-person camera for the most part, which is the view that we're in now, and we tend to look to the left and the right. This is so that you're basically loading less on screen. By loading less, a bit more of a free frame rate, you get the idea. The faster your game will run. So as soon as we get into this car, we want to immediately, so exit there, hit the lamppost. As soon as we get in the car like that, we want to immediately do that. So we want to immediately go back, and that's it. Now, here comes the trick. So you go back into the menu, and then you have to press up and X at the same time, like this. What this actually does is, I'm just going to change disc 1 second. This does actually involve physical movement. But long story short with how this works is that you trick the game to thinking you're in Chicago by selecting Chicago and Rio at the same time. So what this does is you basically cheat the game, and you have to basically turn it around and go, hey, so I've done all of the games. I've done all of the missions up until this point. And, so what we've just done by doing that, this is the funniest bit. So by doing that little pressing X and up, we've now just skipped about 90% of the game. And we're on the last 5 or 6 missions. So we're now in Rio, which is the last part of the game. And then, so now all we've got to do is do the last, half of Rio, and then that's the game finished. Seriously, no joke, that's it. So that it was down to a guy called Coops who found this, and he'd found out that rather than he went, I think I may have broken Driver 2 speedrunning forever. And yeah, showed me this, and my mind was literally blown. Even I couldn't believe it. I was like, so like I said, oh, that hurt. So like I said, we've got a couple of missions that we need to do, and they're all in Rio. So we won't actually see Havana, Chicago, Vegas. You won't see any of the other cities. You'll just see Rio for the next like half an hour. This road could be a lot better, but it's fine. So what we're going to do now is we'll just drive down this promenade down here, and we're going to meet a green sedan which has our partner Jones in. So ideally I want to try and get this green sedan over to the water if I can. Make sure that he doesn't escape me too much. So he can sometimes go right over to the water. If he does that, great. If he doesn't, it's no big deal. So I'm just going to see if I can get him here at the end. So we might have to do it the long way around, but it's fine. So if he goes in the water, here's the thing. So the water is like an insta-kill almost. If you can get a car in the water, it just not immediately kill it, but it'll slow him right down, and it'll cause him to, yeah, just lose all of his health. Now, for some odd reason, the guy's car is okay to drive. It's not too bad. You also want to make sure that if you can, get him stuck, which we're going to do. I'm actually going to just make sure that he gets stuck in here. So, he can damage himself for all he likes. We're going to try and make sure he doesn't get out of there. It's fine if he gets away a little bit. So this isn't actually the first mission that's like this. There's actually 2 missions in this run which are a bit of a buzzkill. So, we've got one called Chase the Gunman, which I'm sure a lot of people may be familiar with. And then the other one is called Chase Down Lenny's Chopper or something. I forget what it's actually called. It's like the final mission in the game. So we've got to chase down this evil gunman, and the only way we can actually take him down is by wrecking him. So this may take a bit longer than I actually want, but this is fine. Now I will emphasise that despite the fact of how short this run is actually very difficult to do, so just be aware of that. Also,
quick question, would
Yep.
now be a good time for a donation?
Sure. Yeah, sure.
Alright. Okay, I'm gonna do a little bit of a warning in advance because there is quite a funny request on this one, and I will absolutely butcher it because I must read it in the worst Scottish accent possible, and I do not know how to do a Scottish accent by a mile, so I apologize in advance to all Scottish people. And the donation, so it's a $10 donation by TG saying, Viper, slow down, you're going too fast, mate. So I'm very sorry.
No, I'm gonna say that's actually a bit of a running joke with my channel. So basically, one of these channel points that Twitch has for people's channels, one of the rewards points I have, I think it's for like 2,500 or 1,500 channel points, is for me to do a Scottish accent saying you're going too fast, and I seem to put my own twist on it every time I do it. So that's TG getting his own back. Well done, TG. Well done. A pretty good accent, I must say. Pretty good.
Oh wow, thank you. At least the butchering was funny. I hope you enjoyed that.
No, it's fine. It's good. Pretty good. I like it a lot.
Well, good luck with the rest.
Thanks. So, to kind of explain a bit more about some of these missions. So, the missions that we've got to do altogether, I think it's 7? Let me just double check. 3, 4, yeah, 7 missions altogether. So, 6 in Rio and 1 in Chicago. So, also, the police really are a bit thick on this game. So, it's alright if I just do this, just drive through in like narrow gaps and stuff like that. I should escape them. Okay, so to kind of explain these last few missions. So, Surveillance tip-off, as you saw, it's a very simple mission. It's quite an easy mission, I'd say like a rookie mission to do. So, with it being the first mission of the game, it's quite easy. You just have to drive and meet Jones, get in his car, that's the mission done. So, the next mission, which one we've just done, is save Jones. We have to take down that green sedan. Ideally, you want to get him in the water as fast as possible, or basically push him into the water. So you get like a bit of an insta-kill, rather than driving around the streets and stuff like that. Then we have this mission, which is called Boat Jump. So this involves us driving to the docks, racing to the docks. That's at the other end of the map. And when we get to the other end of the map, we've got to place 3 explosive points. I think charges, maybe. 3 explosive charges on the ship, and then what that'll do is that will blow up the ship, and that will be that mission done. We've then got to get to Jones, so he's in trouble, so we have to get to him. And then once we've done that, we have to chase his gunman, so the guy who we'll find out later on, but basically Jones gets in a firefight. You don't really see this, but Jones gets in a firefight with somebody, and he gets shot, and he wants you to take out his gunman. So that's that mission, hence the reason chase the gunman. It is known for being notoriously difficult. So if I do go a bit quiet on that mission, you know why. The other thing is that them 2 missions that follow it, Lenny escaping is rather fine. It's okay, we just have to go and get Jericho and then get to the docks. And the last mission is something called Lenny Gets Caught, which is basically where we have to follow a chopper, and that's it. So now what we need to do is we've got some on-foot sections to do. So there's 3 points here, as you can see. You have to press the triangle when you get there. It says, hurry, the ship's pulling away. Oh no, whatever will we do? Just jump off. Like that. And actually, we can actually just sit here and just wait for the ship to blow up. It's quite fun, really. Nice. So that's the ship blown up. Also, I know, round explosion things. Whoa! But yeah, boat jump's rather easy. The quicker you can get there, the better, really. So you ideally want to try and just outdrive the police and don't have to worry about them. So the next mission is called Jones in Trouble. This basically means for us to get to Jones, and it is a bit difficult. So Jones is now in trouble. Basically, one of the guys that's in the story, because we skip most of the story, it's hard to kind of explain the key points. Other than there's a guy called Vasquez. He runs an illegal gang in Brazil, and because he runs this illegal gang, he finds out that Jones is in on it, which is our partner, and decides to kidnap him and try and kill him, or have him killed by somebody, like one of his men. So that's what we need to do. So we have 2.5 minutes or so to get our butt to this safe house to go and get him. So this mission, funnily enough, starts off rather easy when you're driving there. Just as I say that, of course the traffic AI would have to prove me wrong, didn't he? Boo! Anyway, as I was saying, this game loves to mess with me. I swear it's been having a go at me for like the last few last few days. Anyway, kind of moving on a little bit from that. So we basically need to get to Jones, and the first bit, like getting up to about here, isn't too bad. It's not that bad really, but the police are a huge factor. So, for example, there's a part in actually it's coming up rather shortly. What we need to do here is we need to make sure that we don't get too many police in the tunnel, because the tunnel is a real problem. Also, somebody has asked about why do I keep glancing to the side. So I keep glancing to the side like that because, long story short, it helps speed the frame rate up. So that's the reason I'm driving in this camera view and also doing that. Luckily in the tunnel, like now, the frame rate is actually a bit more smoother, so we don't really have to worry too much. Also, we got through the tunnel, yay! Okay, that's good. Oh boy, not good. Okay, so I want to make sure that I don't mess this up too bad. Also, the frame rate, yikes. But yeah, it basically makes the game run a bit faster and it spawns less on screen. So by looking to, you could say looking to an empty void. Yeah, by looking into like an empty void where it's not rendering as much, it basically improves the game's frame rate. Because this game, unfortunately, was not very well optimized for the PS1, so... Also, this isn't too bad with police RNG right now, so we're doing well. We're nearly there too, so that's convenient. I just hope that if there is any police, don't get in my way. I'll get police, I know I will. Not in my luck. I'll get right at the very end. No, okay, it's fine. We're fine. So I think after a certain point on this mission, yeah, 1 FPS, exactly. On this mission, I'm pretty sure that the police stop spawning after a certain amount. And that is also the mission done. So all we've got to do now is just drive up to here. And yeah, that's it. Just do this. And then run, Tanner. Run like you've never run before. Ah. Cool. Okay, right. So, Jones in Trouble's done. Now we get on to the last 3 missions in the game. Now, the first hardest one is coming up. This is called Chase the Gunman. So, as I said before, it's known for being notoriously difficult. The frame rate tends to drag pretty badly. And also, if I do end up going quiet, which I probably will end up doing, that's because I'm just trying to focus and take down the gunman. So, this is one of the toughest missions in the game. This is the first big hurdle to this run. So I want to make sure that I'm not messing this up in any way. So... Yes! Okay, right. Oh, man. Okay, right, we're fine. We've got through the big hurdle. That's one big hurdle gone. Right, so that mission is a bit tricky. I'm shaking. That was pretty damn good. I'm so happy. Right, that gunman that's there that you have to take down. Let me just explain why that was so crucial. If you get in front of that gunman and slow down a little bit, don't slow down too much. You can slow down and let him push you, and as he pushes you, his damage slowly goes up. If you're fast enough, you can take him down before you get to that turn. I was pretty lucky that as I turned, he was also there waiting. So that's pretty damn convenient. So, yeah. Thank God for that one, I guess. So, I'm gonna just, like, Gunman. No. Gunman. Okay, so... Also, again, the frame rate's going to tank a little bit here, so I do apologise. Phew. Right, so this mission is a bit tricky, and what I need to do here is not crash. Why the hell did I hit that? Come on, go. Okay, I'm going to have to push past people here, I'm not bothered. Okay, so this mission isn't too difficult. I need to get to Jericho first. So this is a 2-part mission. The first part being... Oh, hello. There's 2 police. Oh, they're both stuck. Oh, that was convenient. They're both stuck. Okay, so now that we've sorted that out of the way, right, so we need to get to Jericho. Jericho is there. And we just need to get into his car. Once we get into his car, it's like I said, it's a 2-part mission. So you get into his car and then you have to get to the docks. So getting to his car is only half the job. So I'll just do that. Okay, in his car, Jericho please, thank you. Okay, so now it says Lenny's escaping the chopper, move it. This is fine. We've got about 2 minutes 50 anyway. We usually get there with around 40-ish, 45 seconds to spare, so yeah, we should be alright with this one. I mean, there's police in this still, I still have to watch out for them. But if the police play nice, like they did then. The thing is, the police aren't the problem half the time. The enemy cars in the last mission are a real pain, so we don't really have anything to do with them. Okay, maybe we do. It's Lenny's henchmen. That's what they're to do with. That's who they are. So like I said, it's just basically following this road straight. We have to go through a tunnel, unfortunately, but it's fine. So, if I could not crash into a tree or anything like that, would be good. Oh no. Oh no. No, let me go. Let me go. Thank you. Oh no, that is really not good. Okay, so the police have just made it 10 times more difficult because now I have a full felony bar. That is not good. Actually, no, it's alright. We're near the end anyway, thank God. Phew. Okay, right. So, when I said about, you know, it being a bit difficult, it is difficult. I know I'm not really explaining too much, but like I said, it's the last part of the game, so you have to more or less play the game to understand the story. But all you kind of need to know is there's two guys that are mainly in it called Kane and Vasquez. There's a big war that goes on between 4 cities. Tanner, our cop, so the one who you play as, is stuck in the middle of it with his partner Tobias Jones. And yeah, they get in amongst one of the biggest drug deals in American history. They happen to be caught in the crossfire. Long story short. Also, the worst thing about having the felony bar full is you get police roadblocks and they are absolutely horrendous. If they stop you, then be warned. Things are about to get hairy. Okay, right. So that's this mission done and dusted. Also, there we go. Right, so what's just happened now? Lenny has been taken down. I say Lenny's been taken down. We have got to the docks. Lenny's taking off in a chopper. We now need to take him down. Well, in that cutscene, which we just conveniently skipped, what we had to do was we have to... Well, say what we have to. We don't do anything. Tanner and Jericho shoot down Lenny's chopper. So Lenny gets shot at by Jericho's shotgun and Tanner's pistol. And the chopper's going down. So the chopper's smoking and it's going to crash. So we need to now race through the streets of Rio and hope that the enemy cars do not get to us first. So this chopper takes a specific route and we're kind of going to go a little off route. So he goes down that street there. We're going to take the next street over. If I could lose the AI, that'd be great. Thank you. Okay, good stuff. So the AI placement in this mission is always random. You can get good placement or bad placement. So I'm going to try and race ahead of the chopper a little bit here. Not too much because you can get a game over from stretching too far. So I'm going to just do this and just pray to God that he's coming. Where's the chopper? Is he coming? There he is. Okay, good. Go, 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 go. Okay, so I need to just pray and hope that the AI isn't too bad. Okay, right. We've got 2 cars coming at me. That's not good. Hello. Okay, that's okay. I can deal with these guys. They're behind me now. That's fine. Phew. Okay, right. So I now need to keep ahead. I say keep ahead. I need to keep an eye on that chopper, where it's going, and make sure that these AI don't get in my way or I don't get taken out by an enemy. Now this can be tricky because the thing is you have 2 cars spawning and chasing you, and when they do chase you, my god, do they chase you. So I am going to be a bit quiet on this one. So if you forgive me. Let me just do this last part and then we'll be done. It is a bit of a tough mission and it can still go wrong from here, especially at the end. Okay, right. So, should be alright here. Okay. So I need to chase after Lenny, who's in his chopper here. Ah, damn it. Ah, okay. That's not good. That basically means the whole thing, right as I got near the end as well, that's not good. So I've got to do it all again. Also, this game does like to troll you, unfortunately. I got near the end though. I'm fairly impressed that that nearly got there first try. What can you do?
Since you have to restart, is it fine if I use now to share a little message?
Yeah, sure.
Awesome. I just wanted to do a little reminder that right after this run, there will be the Pursuit Force run. And specifically for this, there is a bid war going on for the save file name with an 8-character limit. And so since we're closing in on the end of this run, this means that this bid war will also very soon close. And at this point, a single donation could really change the tide for that bid war, since there aren't really any submissions for it so far. And it could be really interesting to see the creativity you could do with those 8 characters. I'm sure everyone here in chat has a lot of creativity. And yeah, it's all going towards a great cause. And let's see if we can get that save file bid war going on in the, like, let's see if we can handle a little snipe. That would be really awesome.
Oh.
Cheers.
Oh, that's not. Oh, okay. Oh. Okay, well, I guess we're doing a roller. I have no idea what just happened then, but okay. I mean, I'll happily take that. Okay, this run's still alive, somehow. Okay, this is fine. I have no words for what just happened then. Seriously, no words. Okay, right. Take 2, let's see if I can get him this time. So, the worst bit is that right near the very end, the chopper tends to speed up. It tends to go up like 100 miles an hour. I don't know why, but it tends to go pretty fast. Okay, I think this is going to be the one. So, if we're ready on time, make sure you're ready. I think we ought to do it this time. Yeah, we'll go do it this time. Good stuff. Yep, we gotta do it, okay. And time. Whew.
GG.
Not bad. I mean, I could have got that on the first attempt on the Lenny gets caught bit, but yeah. So, as I was saying, I can kind of just explain a little bit. I'm honestly surprised that that second attempt worked. But to kind of just explain that last mission. So as you get towards that little road at the very end, what happens is you end up... the chopper ends up not rubber banding. Well, I say rubber banding. Basically, here's the start of the road and here's the end. As you get around that road, it speeds off towards where it goes down. So, but yeah, that's it. I mean, I got a 26:24 on my end. Like I said, that could have been about 3 minutes or even 4 or 5 minutes faster. If I got that mission first try. I was very impressed with how Chase the Gunman went. And same with Lenny gets caught as well. But it's underestimate. That's what matters. So I'm pretty happy with that run. As I said before, this run is very difficult to do. So I wouldn't recommend trying this thinking, yeah, I can do it. Because them missions, Chase the Gunman, Lenny escaping, well, mainly Lenny gets caught that last mission, are very, very difficult. So I wouldn't recommend it. Also, I'm going to skip that cutscene because that has copyright music, so I'm going to skip that. But yeah, that last part with the whole car rolling over and everything, yeah, that was pretty crazy. I'm pretty glad that worked. But you know, the one thing to mention though, like I said, so the record for this game on console is the one I've just done. So the 26:24, that's the console record. The emulator I think is 24:24. It's a bit slower on emulator. Well, I mean obviously it's faster than this, but if this didn't have any problems with the frame rate and all this stuff, then it would have been quicker. But just to kind of go over, since we've got a couple of minutes to spare, and I'll try and keep it as short as possible. This run is not for the faint of hearted. This game as a whole is very difficult to play. I would say it's like the Dark Souls of driving games, almost. There's games harder than this, but this is still a very tough game to beat. especially the original as well. And the other thing as well to mention is that there's an any percent warpless and any percent with warping. So this one is the one with the warp, which is basically where we select Chicago and Rio. So this is the example I'm on about. You can see the pictures of the, I don't know, what's that big statue called? It's in Rio. The one that overlooks Rio. Somebody in chat could obviously let me know. So you can see how it's got the big statue, that's there, and then it says underneath Chicago. Obviously where that's located ain't Chicago. So, yeah, it works in the case, I think it's to do with overloading the level select or something. We tried discussing it the other day, and I think that's how it works. But big shout outs to a guy called Coopers. I think he's known as something else now, but he's known as Coops to me. And yeah, he found this, so big congrats on him for finding this. This is a big, massive skip. And also for UKSG for allowing me to show it off as well. Again, this run could be quicker, but anyway, the actual full game, as in all 4 cities, all of the missions, the world record for that, again, is set by me. This sounds like I'm, bragging, what is it, tooting my own horn or whatever you call it. But that's 2 hours, 21, 23 or 13 or something. I forgot what the final time was. 2:21 something. But that was also done for UKSG. I think that was UKSG Summer 2018. So both Driver World Records have been done. Hey! Driver 2 World Records have been done in the UKSG. So, hey.
Wow.
But, yeah, like I said, this game does have its own individual categories. So you've got the main story, which is doing all 4 cities: Chicago, Havana, Vegas, and Rio. However, the any percent with warping, you basically skip. You do the first mission in Chicago, you skip Havana, well, the whole of Chicago, the whole of Havana, the whole of Vegas, and about half of Rio, and obviously do the other half. And then the other thing is that each individual city, so Chicago, Havana, Vegas, and Rio, I nearly forgot the name of them then, they all have individual speedrun categories. So if you want to go for something a bit more small and confined or a bit less time consuming, then you obviously can do, and obviously you can have a crack at that. But again, that's been all from me. I'm going to pass it back over to the guys over on tech and for the hosting stuff and all that sort of thing. Do stick around though for the next 2 or so hours, because I think I'm on host next, so you'll hear a bit more of my voice. But also, I think it's TG's coming up next, or Hey, I'm TG with Pursuit Force. So I'll hand it back over to tech. Thank you again, very much again, UKSG, for having me. And yeah, we'll pass you back over to intermission. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, everyone.